The Matrix 2 is the horniest movie ever made. React.
And Neo fucks one time.
But
How
he
horny
spends
is he?
the whole movie wanting and trying to fuck, which is even hornier than fucking all the time, pretty much.
That's about all I remember from the Matrix movie.
All there is to remember.
Is that
It's like the first half hour.
The entire, at least first act of the movie is exclusively and explicitly about how bad Neo and Trinity want to fuck but can't because they're just so busy.
Yeah, they got so much shit to do.
they're just so busy. Neo has to be Neo, and he just can't fuck. And they're like, damn, we want to fuck so bad, but we can't. And then that weird thing happens where they're all in the weird nightclub, like grinding on each other and shit, like all of Zion. And then Neo and Trinity meet up in the club, immediately make out like teenagers furiously. There are so many scenes of Neo just passionately kissing women. with, like he's a theater student. Like he's just...
You know, boys will be boys.
Boys are boys in the Matrix.
I'll tell you that.
Don't worry. Boys are certainly boys in the Matrix too. So then they make out furiously, and Neo's like, hey, everybody's here partying, so they can't, like, we can't be busy. Like, no one can bother me about being Neo because they're all busy dancing. Let's go fuck. So then they go fuck for a scene that feels like it's at least half the movie. It's just Neo and Trinity super close-ups of them fucking while it keeps cutting to a bunch of people dancing and grinding on each other. A bunch of just really dirty people. Like, just really dirty, Zion,
Sticky,
ugly,
slimy.
dusty. The smell of that room, unimaginable.
I'm gonna throw up just thinking about it.
So yeah, then Neo finally gets his nut. And so I was thinking like, oh, all right, Neo got his nut. We're good. But the movie somehow gets hornier. There's the fucking thing where like Neo is talking to that French lady and she's like, you gotta kiss me like how you kiss Trinity or I won't take you. And Neo has to keep kissing her over and over and trying to get it right, while Trinity is just like, I want to shoot this bitch. And they're like, no, stop. Let Neo make out with the French woman. He's so horny. He has to kiss her right now. The scene where I was just talking with Freddie on the phone about this earlier, and this was the first scene he brought up to me, which relieved the shit out of me because I feel like every time I bring this scene up to people, they don't remember it and don't believe me that it's really in the movie. Which is the same thing he said. He said every time he brings it up, it's the first thing he brings up. And people always don't remember it and don't believe him that it's in the movie. But we both know for a fact we remember and it's in the movie. The scene where Neo's in he's in the little restaurant talking to the French guy. And the French guy starts monologuing about desires. And he sends a dessert to another table where there's a woman sitting at the table. And then he keeps monologuing about desires and basically about how, like, yeah, when she eats this cake, she's going to get super horny. So then it, like, turns her body into, like, Matrix characters, green and shit, and then zooms in on her Matrix code vagina, which has a Matrix code explosion of ecstasy because she took one bite of this cake. You don't remember?
No, I remember that.
Yeah, no, that happens, and people don't. That's the wildest shit I've ever. I was watching that scene like, what? And then they zoom in on her fucking Matrix code vagina, and I was like, what? Like that scene is insane. That whole movie is just about how horny Neo is, and eventually, he's so horny that he just falls into a coma.
So, I know I said it last week, and it's more like it this week, but the first Matrix is just like the original Final Fantasy VII, where they don't waste time.
No time to waste.
There's no time to waste.
No time to waste.
It's just something cool happens. Something cool happens.
Oh, yeah.
It's badass.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Matrix 2, I did enjoy.
Cool shit's happening.
Because, yeah, cool things do happen, and it's funny.
Some good moments.
It's not even in the same league as the first Matrix. Like, it's not even close.
Yeah, because I feel like they waste time in it.
It feels like it wastes so much time. It's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
When there's cool scenes, the cool scenes are cool. But all the in-between shit is just like, yo, what the fuck? Oh,
yeah,
man.
I feel like the story is weird in it, and like I watched it the second time, and I was like, I understand the story, I guess, but like it still feels weird to me.
I
Like
get it.
it doesn't
just
flow
sucks.
right. Yeah, it feel like it doesn't flow
It's
right.
not
to me.
paced as well.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem. With
I think the plot points are dumber.
that's true.
It's just okay, so when me and Dave put it on, we were watching it. I love that the movie opens with the dream of Trinity dying, because it was all I kept bringing up the rest of the movie. Every time Trinity and Neo would talk, if Neo was talking, I'd be like, yeah, no, I had a dream where you die in the future. And every time Trinity talks, she'd be like, yeah, no, I'm going to be dead in the future, but I'm not dead right now. But in the future, I'm definitely going to die because of your dream where I died in the future. So that's what I think they should let me redub the Matrix, and that's all they ever talk about. Every time they talk is Neo just being like, yo, shawty, I had a crazy ass dream where you die, you straight up get shot in the chest in the future when you jump backwards out the window. And she's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna die like that. And he should have been like, yeah, don't jump out the window. But that never needs to happen because Neo is Superman, and he does whatever he wants. Like, okay, so the ending when Neo just goes to bed and then it ends and then they play Rage Against the Machine. Wow, what a fall off from the ending of the first one, where he monologues to no one the coolest shit you've ever heard about revolution and freedom, and then flies off into the sky as Rage Against the Machine begins to blast. In this movie, he falls asleep and they go, damn, Neo's asleep. To be concluded. Fuck this movie, bro. That shit fucking sucks. And when I saw that, it hit me, because also when I got to the end of it, I was like, man, that's all my Matrix memories. Like, I must not have seen the third one, or I don't remember it at all. Because all my Matrix memories that were left over after watching the first one, they all happened in the second one. So I was like, man, I don't remember the third one at all. And when I saw that ending, I remembered seeing that ending when I was a kid and having the same reaction of, fuck this. And I never saw the third one. Because I thought the ending of the second one was so stupid that I didn't even want to see the third one anymore.
It gets worse.
That's what I figure. But I am going to watch it.
I was saying, no, we gotta watch it.
Yeah, no, definitely
Yeah.
going to bring that to you next week. I'll talk about The Matrix 3. Don't worry. I'm going to get through it.
Yeah, we're gonna watch that this week.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen it in a long time either.
I've apparently never seen it. So, looking forward to watching, cause as I am a newly invested stan of the Matrix
You're
universe.
a new Matrix fan?
Yeah, new Matrix fan. Got my Neos.
2020, Joey's a new Matrix fan.
2021, don't we? No one can start anything new this year. We're gonna have to hold me being a Matrix stan off until like I can start putting some orders in, perhaps in late November.
You're gonna start getting some autographed pictures next year.
Oh yeah, no, they're gonna start coming in. I've already got a nice Neo statue bookmarked. It's gonna look really, really nice. I'm looking forward to going to Matrix Con in 2021, of course.
Only online.
Oh man, I hope. I certainly do hope.
Can't be anywhere else.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna watch Matrix 3, but I was impressed by Matrix 2. Like, wow, this is so shitty compared to the first one. Like, the first one is so fucking good, and the second one is just like, yo, what the fuck are they doing? Like, it just feels so dumb.
Yeah, I just remember a lot of dumb things, and like when he goes to like the architect and he was like, this is like the sixth time the Matrix has been rebuilt. You're like the sixth one. And I was like, what? What are you like? What is, why?
Yeah, that's like some Zelda shit.
Yeah. And then Neo has the powers of the Matrix outside of the Matrix at the end of the movie. You're just like, oh.
Yeah, that shit's
this
wild.
Real world?
Yeah, I don't. That shit's fucking weird.
Yeah.
And then the agent dude is now in. Okay, is this a bunch of things that like it sounds like a 12-year-old was like, this would be cool.
It does have that vibe. It feels more like a Marvel movie.
No, and that's what I'm telling you, the third one is. Like, what I remember from the third one's a Marvel movie.
Yeah, yes. No.
Like,
the second one definitely felt like an early bad Marvel movie.
Yeah, and the third one, like, I feel like they just went harder into that direction. Like,
oh yeah,
I think I said third. I meant to say second. I don't remember if I said it or not.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like I haven't seen the third one in like 10 years, and I did longer than that actually, because 2010 I watched fucking Matrix. But yeah, I don't know. That's all I remember. I was like, I just remember it seemed like a superhero movie. And I was like, oh, this doesn't really seem like the Matrix. It's just shit happening.
Yeah,
just
I'm
CGI.
really interested in hearing what you guys think about the third one, just because they're making a fourth one.
Yep.
Yeah. No, we're gonna do the double feature that day.
I remember what happened at the end of the third one. What the hell are they gonna do?
Man, if I had only watched the first one, I'd be so excited for Matrix 4.
Yeah, that would have been a hell of a way.
But now after I watched this one, I lost all my excitement for Matrix 4. I was like, oh man, the next one's probably worse, and the next one's going to be worse than the next one. Oh shit. Yeah. When that really set in, when I was watching the second one and seeing all the Marvel feels, and I was like, bro, this is before they did Marvel.
Yeah, I know.
Now they did Marvel. They're gonna like, oh my god, like
Marvel perfected this.
That shit's gonna be straight Marvel in 4.
But I don't know. Maybe they'll like switch it up though, because John Wick was so badass, and and Keanu Reeves was badass, and I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe they'll
Lawrence
fix it because
Fishburne
people hated these
it.
ones. People didn't like Matrix 2 and 3.
No, people. 2.
Well, they didn't love it, but they didn't hate it. I guess. No. Like I don't know. I don't know. I was a kid when I saw it, so like I liked it.
I remember reception for Matrix 2 being mixed.
Yeah, it was like, eh. That's kind of how I felt when I watched it.
I remember it being like in between. Like some people thought it was pretty good, other people hated it. I feel like it was the same with 3.
Yeah, and like, but like we're saying is that I don't think they can make a movie like that anymore because it's too much of a Marvel superhero movie. What they made.
I think they're gonna lean into it more and just go full Marvel.
I don't think they're gonna lean into Marvel full Marvel because now we have a category for that. It's a superhero movie, and they are not superhero movies.
Yeah, but superhero movies are hot.
I feel like they're smarter than that, though. You don't think they're smarter than that?
I mean,
you think people are smart in Hollywood?
The people that made the first, made the Matrix. They made
Matrix. The second one too.
But that's because but they had the idea of the Marvel. Marvel's $1 billion idea right there. That's they were smart for thinking of it, but they didn't.
But Marvel it's also already stealing ideas that we know worked in the 90s already or whatever.
Right.
like they have a lot less legwork to do because they're just like, all right, take the overall big storyline of these comics that took a couple of years or whatever to come out, and all right, don't got to worry about the big shit. Now we just have to quip and make fight scenes. Done.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that's all they did in the second and third one. So like, I don't know. We'll see
Neo
what happens. I was saying they already got the feedback for what all the CGI. All the fucking fight scenes, like.
I think it's gonna suck ass.
I don't know. See what happens.
I'm definitely gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
At this point, it's gonna be a movie I probably see in theaters, and I don't see a lot of movies in theaters. But if it's possible, I will go see Matrix in theaters at this point.
And John Wick 4 is coming out that day, and I'm more excited for John Wick 4.
Probably. I didn't watch John Wick 3.
But we haven't seen John Wick 3, so maybe we'll watch John Wick 3 this week also.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's do that, because I think John Wick 3 is on HBO Go.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I barely remember John Wick 2.
It was just fight scenes.
I'll say I remember like half of it, because I remember all the shit with the like coins or whatever. But eventually I was too drunk, and I like threw up or whatever and blacked out. So okay, me and Dave, the first time we watched John Wick, did you already watch? It was my first time.
No, it was my first time watching John Wick.
Okay, so yeah, the first time we all watched John Wick in this house.
It was the weekend John Wick 3 came out.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, and we're like, okay, we're gonna rent John Wick 1 and 2, and then maybe we'll go see John Wick 3 in theaters.
Yeah. That was our master plan. Was we were gonna catch up on John Wick real quick
In one weekend.
and then perhaps go see it. And then we decided to play a drinking game while watching John Wick. And I do not remember the rules we had. Maybe they're still in my phone notes. But I know that halfway through John Wick 2, I was in the bathroom throwing up.
But yeah, no, we saw John Wick 1 and we all loved it. And we're like, this is the best movie we've ever seen. Like, it was funny because something I would say all the time was like, oh no, I love John Wick. I've never seen it before, but I love it. I know it's a movie I like, but I've never seen it, but I know I like it. And I watched it and I liked it. And like, that's the whole feel of the first John Wick, is that everybody knows John Wick and they all love him.
That was my favorite part about John Wick, is that everyone in the movie knows how cool John Wick is, but you don't. It's like the opposite of what so many like narratives do, where you're the only one who knows how badass this character truly is. In John Wick, they took the opposite approach. Everyone in the world knows how fucking cool this guy is, and you're just like, wait, he did what? What do you mean he can do that? And then he does that shit.
Yeah, it's cool, yeah. But I felt like I was one of them. I was like, oh no, I know how badass John Wick is.
Yeah, no,
don't worry. I know John Wick.
Yeah, no, the first John Wick ruled. I found some of the rules I wrote down. The way we often do movie or show drinking games is we just kind of go on the internet and look up a bunch of different rule sets people make and just kind of grab a couple random rules that sound funny out of there. But eventually it generally just turns into whatever rule we remember the best. We'll just like, if something will happen on screen, we'll be like, hey, wasn't that a rule? Yeah, fuck it, that's memorable, we remember it. And then we just kind of drink to things that happen. But the three I wrote down, whenever someone asks John Wick if he's back, whenever John Wick switches vehicles, and whenever a coin is exchanged. And those rules and whatever other random ass rules, I know that one of the rules that I kept seeing was like whenever there's a headshot, and we all agreed immediately like, that's too much. We hadn't even seen the movie yet, but we were like, oh no, he probably shoots a lot. And then like in the first fight, he shoots like 28 dudes in the head. Like,
yeah, he just walks in, just shoots everybody in the head right away. And I don't know if it was in this movie or a different movie. There was one thing though, it might have been the second John Wick, where he gets in the car and they show the scene where he hits somebody with his car and they hit the windshield breaks and they fall off, and they show the next scene, the windshield's fine, it's not broken anymore. And I don't know if
that's in the first one.
Oh, is that in the first one?
That's in the first one.
Oh, okay. I was like, it's either the John Wick movies or Baby Driver, because I know we saw both movies at the same time.
I've never seen Baby Driver.
You have seen Baby Driver, you said you hated it. Guillermo was watching it, I think.
Oh, I was probably just talking shit because I saw like 5 seconds of it. I haven't watched Baby Driver.
Oh, yeah, you're in the room watching it, I thought.
No. I know that you have watched Baby Driver. I maybe saw a scene and said, this is fucking stupid, and walked out, but I haven't seen Baby Driver.
Yeah, I don't remember. But... yeah, okay. Oh, but yeah, no, back to John Wick. Yeah, no, I remember that spot, though. I thought that was a really funny thing. But that happened the first John Wick, that's funny. Yeah, I remember a windshield breaking, and then they show the next scene when the windshield's completely fine. And I'm like, this is a big Hollywood movie. How are you messing that scene up right now? Like,
dude, she gets messed up in Hollywood movies all the time.
Yeah,
I just told you, Hollywood people are stupid.
It's just funny.
It's just normal dipshits, but they get paid a little more.
It's just regular dudes.
It's just regular dumbasses. They don't even get paid a ton. They just kind of get paid sometimes. They don't even always get paid.